Hello, I'm Trey Zipperer with By Memorial Day, where we've made it our mission to clean every veteran headstone in America by Memorial Day. Most of the veteran grave markers that you'll be familiar with are those white above ground monuments that you see at national cemeteries. But in many cemeteries they don't allow above ground markers, so we have these ground level markers made of bronze. Sometimes you'll see the ground level markers made of granite, sometimes of marble. But we're going to focus on this bronze because you'll run across these in your cemeteries where you want to honor these veterans by cleaning their grave markers. So this soldier's name was Don Johnson. He's a World War II soldier, born in 1918. He died in 1980. He was a corporal, a Tech 5. I don't know what his division was, but I hope to find out more about him in the future. If this is your grandfather or your great-grandfather and you know anything about his service, please let us know. But we're going to honor him now by getting this marker cleaned up and respectable. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull back this sod and sand from around this marker. To do that, we're going to use your garden spade, garden trowel. We want to be very careful as we work around this to make sure we don't scratch anything of this marker. So let's get started. We found the edge of the concrete here, so we know how far back we need to pull this sod. And we just work our way around this stone, getting the sod and the sand away from the base stone. As you'll see, this bronze marker is affixed to something. It's either concrete, bronze, or concrete, marble, or granite. Get out of your way there so you can see what I'm doing. As you can see, there's a lot more to this than what we saw originally when we started. Get all this grass and sod back. You can see the size of this piece of sod. It's been a while since somebody cleaned this one up. And again, you want to be careful with the spade because they're metal and you don't want to scratch anything. So stay on the outside of the base stone. This one right here, can't let this whip you. Well, maybe it will. Pretty determined, isn't it? Use some garden shears to get rid of that. Get this grass back away from the stone. So we're going to get this sand back from the edge. That'll allow the water somewhere to go when we're cleaning it. Looking a little bit different, isn't it? All right, so we're gonna get out our, this is a workbench broom, bench brush they call them. And we're just gonna get this dirt off of this World War II veteran's grave marker. This is what it looked like when they buried him 40 years ago. But after 40 years, as you can see, things start to cover up. It's looking a lot better now. Now we're going to just use water. Just going to use a water spray bottle, and we're going to give it a little bath, get it wet. We're going to use we're just going to use water on the bronze, and we're going to use this product. This is D2 Biological Solution. This is what we're going to use on the concrete because it has, you know, some organic growth, some black algae growing on it. This will do a good job, but we don't need to put this on the bronze. Water will do the trick. A bronze marker, really, they patina. They don't get a lot of organic growth on them in most cases. And the only way to make it look better is to take it up, send it out to have it refinished, and put it back. But unfortunately, it'll just go back to what it looks like now in a few years. So we don't have the right to take this up, and we don't have the funds to have it refurbished, and it won't last that long anyway. So we're gonna give it a bath with water, and all we use is just a regular scrub brush, bathtub scrub brush, and we'll give it a scrubbing. If you haven't done this before, I encourage you to get out in your local cemetery and find these veteran markers like this one that are getting overgrown with grass and sod and weeds. You'll also find those white marble monuments and the granite, all different kinds. And then take the time after you've cleaned the veteran's headstone to look them up, try to learn a little bit about them and see what they did during their service to our country. This man, birthday is December 25th. You might recognize that as Christmas. He's a Christmas baby. And in 1918 would have been during World War I time frame, and that was supposed to be the war to end all wars. Of course, not too many years later, we end up with World War II, and that's what Don Johnson here fought in World War II. I had 3 grandfathers fought in World War II, and it's an honor to clean these men's graves. We had women served in World War II also. So now he's got a clean bronze, and we're gonna put some D2 on the edge here. Wait 10 minutes. I'm just gonna give it a, put the D2 on here. D2 is what they use at most all the national cemeteries to clean all those white monuments. Keeps that black algae and other organic growth from building up on those monuments. And then we'll let this sit here for a few minutes. All right, now we're going to use our scrub brush and water, and we're going to clean this base stone edge, always keeping it moist. You can see the color of these suds coming up here. There's quite a bit of crud on this base stone. Again, it's a mixture. It's a mixture of black algae and just plain dirt. And you should be able to see the difference between this area that we just cleaned and the rest of it. And there you have it. It's a lot better than it was when we came here and started a few minutes ago. Another thing I like to use some scissors, clean up the grass around the edges. Now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to install a brand new American flag. We use a piece of PVC pipe. This is 1/2 inch Schedule 40 PVC pipe cut into 15-inch segments. If you buy a 10-foot stick of PVC pipe, you get 8 out of a stick. So we're going to take our American flag. I like to place the flag at the back right-hand corner. You can choose whatever works for you, but I like the back right-hand corner. When you put the flag in, you've completed your project. And this is what an American veteran's grave marker should look like at all times in perpetuity. I hope you'll join me in cleaning the veteran grave sites in your local cemeteries. I'm Trey Zipperer with Buy Memorial Day. Visit our website at buymemorialday.com.